Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm on the roof of the cabin. This is the front porch facing south, and I used to have two 100-watt solar panels here. There's a family local here that I met this past week that is trying to live off grid, and they're needing some equipment. So I was able to give them the solar system off the cabin. This past week I was able to get electricity down here. I got my meter installed. Right now I just got a temporary extension cord powering the cabin, just a little air conditioner if we need it and some lights. But I was able to give them that solar system, so we uninstalled it, but I had a few screws left to put in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those screws put in today. And today's not gonna be the typical cabin video because I have lots of projects. I need to do the pumpkin patch, need to rake it with the tractor and get ready to plant pumpkins next week. Got to work on a four-wheeler so I can spray some weeds. There's lots of little projects, so you guys can come along with me today and we'll get started on these projects. Alright, welcome back to the pumpkin patch. As you can tell, we've been picking up rocks, and I've had the rake behind the tractor and I've raked some. Today I'm gonna do a little bit more raking, and then if I can get the new carburetor on the four-wheeler, I'm gonna spray these weeds and get this burned down so we can plant pumpkins hopefully toward the end of next week. So this is the first time that I plowed this ground. I've planted pumpkins in it before, but it was more of like a no-till method. So we'll get the tractor out and start working on it. All right, for now, I've got this as good as I'm gonna get it. Here's some of the rocks we've picked up. That's some of the vegetation, the weeds and logs and rocks that we've pulled out, big pile. There's some over there, and then there's another pile about this big down at the bottom side. But we're able to get a lot of the big rocks out. This probably isn't good for people with just dirt, no rocks, but in this area, we've got it pretty good. I'll have the boys come in here one more time and pick up some big rocks with their wagons. What do you think, Coop?
Nice.
You think you'll want to come down here and pick rocks up again?
Yeah, it's a lot nicer.
Yeah. So they'll come pick up rocks one more time. I'm gonna try to kill off the rest of the vegetation with some spray, and then I'll rake it one more time right before we plant it. So it's looking good. You can see our corn growing down there at the bottom. So that's kind of a little update on our corn. There's some spots that didn't come up, but we still have some corn, so we'll plant the pumpkins and watermelons up here. All right, guys, on to the next project. Today, I need to change a carburetor on this four-wheeler. This is a four-wheeler that I had when I was a kid growing up, and it was broke down, and my dad said, if you come get it, you can have it, type deal. And so I put tires and wheels on it about 7 years ago, and I put a cheap Amazon carburetor on it, and it's lasted 7 years. I think I gave $45 for it. So I got another one off Amazon. It was $38 this time. So we're gonna take the tank off and put a new carburetor on.
my favorite thing about working is taking things apart and putting it back together.
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny. Are you making this into one big video? Or are you...
Probably. Try to. Okay, got a fuel line here. Alright, let's get the carburetor and look at it like first thing. I'll stand in front of the video camera. Alright, here's the new carburetor.
Way nicer.
This is where cable goes in here. Alright, Cooper, go get me a Phillips screwdriver out of the toolbox.
What size? Looks like a same one, but leaking oil.
Gas.
Gas.
18 years. Something like that, I think.
So this has, you have had this. Daddy, you were living out of home. You were like out of.
Hey sis. I'm gonna take some carburetor cleaner and clean this off real good. Put the fuel filter on. Alright, I was able to get the carburetor, the new carburetor on. Here's the old one. Got it taken off. The main problem I have with these is this seal is what rots out and it starts leaking fuel everywhere. You can tell it was leaking fuel. And this seal is almost the same price as a carburetor, so I just go ahead and buy a whole new carburetor. When I bought it, it came with an air filter, so I'm going to go ahead and change that out. Get the air filter changed out. And then I had taken the battery out of it. I'm going to put the battery back in it, and then we'll try to get it started, see if it'll start. Alright.
How bad does acid burn?
It can burn your skin just like, kind of like fire does. Burn your skin, make your skin come out. That's pretty bad, huh?
Yeah. As soon as you're done, you're gonna spray with it?
I don't know yet.
Or can I take it for...
Take it for a loop. I don't know.
I love driving. Boy.
You love driving this thing?
But I haven't got it in a while.
Yeah, it's been. Well, let's see if it'll start first.
Without the gas.
Let's put gas in it. All right, for the moment of truth, Sawyer's putting gas in the tank, and then we'll see if she'll start. We haven't started this fuller probably in 3 or 4, 5 months maybe. Can't remember exactly. It was in the wintertime sometime. All right, we're gonna see if it'll start. We need to adjust the idle a little bit. Let me adjust that. So to adjust the idle saw, there's a little knob you gotta twist. If I can get my hand to it. Let's try now. So boilers always run real good. What do you think? Why don't you get in my truck and pull it forward a little bit? All right, Sire, take it for its first spin.
I forget how to put it forward now.
My next project is going to be fixing this door handle. That door handle back there I've replaced twice, and this one just broke off, so I got it in the mail. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it on. You guys like this?
Kind of interesting.
Interesting.
Yep.
Alright, so the first thing I need to do get my new door handle.
That's what I
What?
Look what's hard to put.
Oh, 2 jalapenos out of our garden. The first ones.
Yeah, I picked
These are all.
this one first.
think I got it installed. Let's check and see. Give it a shot. Oh. Works. All right, it's getting hot out here, but we're able to get this one knocked off. So, seems like there's always something to work on. All right, I'm working on my next project. I've already got it finished. I'm gonna test drive the golf cart, but this forward reverse switch on this golf cart a month or so ago, this connection got loose and melted. So I bought a new forward reverse switch and I just installed it. I'm gonna take it for a ride, and if everything works good, I think I'm gonna clean this thing up and try to put it on Marketplace or something and sell it. We don't use it that often and it takes up a lot of space, so we'll see how it works. Got the fuller out here and we're ready to spray this with Roundup. Hopefully we don't have to put very much on. There's not a lot growing, but I want to get killed everything that's out here. Kind of wraps our day up. It's getting late, the sun's went down. We're able to get the roof on the cabin patch today. I was able to get the carburetor change on the four-wheeler. Pumpkin patch, we did quite a bit of work in the pumpkin patch. I worked on the golf cart. The golf cart is not completely fixed. It's still having issues, so I'm probably gonna have to take it to a shop and have it worked on. There's some electrical problems, I think. So I would rather have worked on the cabin today, but was just not able to. Hopefully by next weekend I'll have another video out on that. I'd like to get the cabin dried in, and then after I finish drying it in, I've got a order of railroad ties coming in a couple days, and I'm gonna build a retaining wall out of railroad ties. I kind of put these rocks in here and I just don't like the way it looks. To make it look better, I'd have to get more rocks, and I'm just kind of running out of them. So I'm gonna take these out, put railroad ties in, and I'll take you guys along on that process. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.